Hello everyone, it is me again, and we are on to part 3, and let's begin. But before we do, let's go grab a couple coins here and there. Sorry if I sound a bit tired, I just woke up. It was already getting dark once the group had reached the road to camp, but Ada was feeling rather annoyed. Something didn't feel right. Call it the noble blood in her veins, or her highly developed sense of danger over the years of hiding. It was getting cold and silent, more than it should have been. Wait, something is not right. I feel death. Father! Sky, wait! Cal, clean shot to the head. Whoever did this was no amateur. Oh gosh, this is just brutal. They didn't even give him a chance to fight back. Is that Jalen? Gosh. May your souls find their way to Granny, to Arany, brothers. Okay. Why? Who would do this? I don't know, Sky. Please, Ada, I want to be alone for a while. I can't. Okay. Sky, your mother's journals are gone. Why would anyone want my mother's journals? Someone else is looking for the Old Kingdom too? That doesn't make any sense. Nobody knew about her journals except for us. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to go back to my country accent, but I don't really remember. Okay. Ada, I'm so sorry. Sky's father, is he? Yeah. Xanderite moved the bodies away from the camp for now, for I am not familiar with human customs. Yeah, I think Sky should decide what to do with them. I'm not exactly human. Oh, I don't know what his voice was. We were pretty confused on the voice, weren't we, guys? Okay, Ada? You know what? I'll give him a nice voice, like a gentle, like a Legolas gentle voice. Ada, can I talk to you? I think I might know who's behind this. You know what? I'll just give him a normal voice since I obviously can't do a man voice. Who? Well, I'm not sure, but the way they were killed with one single arrow to the head, it looks like the eagles. Eagles? I suppose it's not the bird kind. They were the gang behind the annihilation of the Knight Order around the time your old king died, dividing them into groups. One day, with anonymous tips about a certain illegal deal going on at night, and attacked the outpost once the groups were out. Nobody except a gang to attack the Knight Order so openly, but they were organized. They weren't just brute mercenaries, they were professional archers. They weren't a big deal before the attack. Now that the Order is gone, they are practically running North Cliff. How do you know all this? Chili and I had a small run-in with them a few years back. It wasn't pretty. This is bad. Why would the Eagles be here? Sky's mother's journals are missing. They contain information about the entrance to the Old Kingdom. Ada, these people are really dangerous and bad. They can't have that information. They can never find the Old Kingdom. Why would they be looking for it? In the Old Kingdom, they practice necromancy. A few years ago, they found us for what they called a magical research. Turns out the research was about necromancy itself. When we understood what it was about, we ran. I guess they didn't like you running away. No, they didn't care about us actually, but Tilly took all the resources and the collected information with her. And they cared about. I couldn't let those people have that kind of power. You didn't mind having the extra resources for your alchemy, though. You're becoming awfully chatty, Xander. So what do we do? How do we get the journals back? We need a good plan. These people are not random thugs. Ada, we have to get those journals back. Sky, we can't let those monsters use anything that my mother owned. I promise you, Sky, I won't let them use those journals. Tilly, Xander, you must know their weakness. You worked with them. They don't exactly have a weakness, but there is one thing. Their leader recently changed to a man, Diego. We knew him. He is ruthless and smart. However, he is a big show-off. The Eagles won't trust him, so he will most probably want to recruit new members. That will be the key to the front door. My key? Well, they already know about us, unless you want Sky to go instead. I can go. No, you would end up stabbing the guy in his sleep or something. Oh, whoops. Okay, so get recruited, go in, take the journals, run away. There's this problem, though. You know the whole half-noble thing? Civil hair will attract some unnecessary attention in a city like Northcliffe, nonetheless. The city will have tailors. Go buy a cape. Just give us a few moments to say goodbye before we set out. We need to talk before we go to Northcliffe, Ada. This is important. I'll be looking around the camp if you need me. Let's go talk to her. Hey. I didn't say anything to him. I just sneaked out. He died wondering where I was. Maybe he was worried. It's all my fault. Sky, nothing is your fault. The Eagles were behind this, and I promise when I find them, I will make them pay for it. No, I didn't mean to. I blamed him, Ada, for my mother's death, and he knew that. He died knowing that I always blamed him. And I just can't forget about this. I just can't let this one go. When you lose someone like this, I keep thinking to myself, wondering if things would be different if only I could say the things I never did. Would you really feel better if you could say the things you never did? I guess now I will never know. Hey Tilly, you wanted to speak to me? Oh yes, you might want to sit down for that. Okay, this sounds serious. I already told you about our necromancy research in the Eagles, right? Well, I found out that the research wasn't exactly for the Eagles themselves. I don't get it. You said the Eagles found you. Yeah, they did, and I always thought I worked for the Eagles, but one of the documents I stole contained their information for the research. You know, the buying and selling materials and supplies. And listen, a huge amount of money was being paid to them by a man called Oswaldo. I recognized the name as soon as I heard it, so I looked into it. And I was right. Some years ago, he and one of my teachers in the academy had a huge argument about a book. Anyways, my point is this Oswaldo guy. He is a noble, Ada. I don't know if he's working alone or for the Civil Order. You know, the noble army? I know what the Silver Order is, Tilly. I've been hiding from them all my life. Okay, I'm just saying that you need to be extra careful, Ada. If the Civil Order is behind this research, this might be bigger than we can handle. You know, I'm just saying, you gotta save the best for last, guys. So, are we leaving now? What? You don't like our cozy camp full of dead bodies, blood, and drama? Honestly, never seen that many dead people since my approval. Approval? To the Academy of Arcane Arts in Ildis? I thought you didn't need any approval for the academies and that thing. Not for regular people. For people with magic, however, it's different. You have to go through several trials to prove you can keep calm even in the worst situations. So, it's that bad when you guys go crazy, huh? I remember when I was a young boy, my mother took a little Lith's servant girl. She had tiny mouse ears and called herself Keelan. That's fast legs in Lithian. She didn't know how to read, so eventually I started to teach her. We quickly became friends. She was smart for a Lith, I guess. Having magic in my blood, I never actually had any friends, so Keely, she was my first friend. One day, when my mother found out I was spending time with a servant girl, she brought her to my room and started beating her, telling me this was going to happen if I ever mingled with servants again. Your mother sounds like a very lovely lady. She's the kindest one in my family. So what happened? You told her to stop, I suppose. In a way, I burned down the house. Remind me to never piss you off. They barely got my mother out alive, but Keely was left behind in the fire. That's when I understood what happened if I lost my temper. I killed an innocent girl. So yes, it's that bad if we can't control our emotions. I'm sorry, I never meant to take so much of your time. Oh my gosh, okay. Right now, I don't want to flirt, because since he told me something so emotional, so... Whoa, no! Cold, sexy elven looks with incredible firepower. I might just start liking you. You should be careful, I might just set you on fire. Oh my gosh, look at that face, he knows how to do it, guys. He knows. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to check something real quick. But he knows. Oh my god, I just want to talk. Shall we? Yes, we shall. To the king's study room looked calm and silent. Just like every other room in the once glorious Northcliffe Castle. The young king was busy reading a book leaning to the side of his table. The book was written in Khadan, the ancient language of the Old Kingdom, my bad. Only a handful of people knew how to read in Khadan now. It was a forgotten language. The book was about a sacred ritual called the Fall, but the information was useless. It only contained gossips and rumors, nothing solid. The young king, Kale, hated everything vague, like the Silver Order. They were always vague in their answers, in their orders. Kale knew the Order had him on a leash, but without their powers he was nothing. He knew he had no other choice. He threw away the book in frustration. "Feelings, Your Highness?" said the man who just walked in slightly like a shadow. Silver hair, red capes, black boots, and a face emotionless, cold as the icy winter. You need to suppress them. He picked the book off the ground and calmly put it back in its place. What do you need, Cyneas? Need? He approached the young king. I don't need anything, Your Highness. I just wanted to let you know that the map is almost complete. Good, I would like to see my mother now. I'm afraid that is not a good idea, Your Highness. I don't remember asking you for permission, Cyneas. Cyneas gave him a vague bow and left the room, leaving Kale alone in the dark. Ooh, here we are, the golden city of Valond. Golden might not be the word I'd use to describe this place. Oh, you should have seen it before King Adrian's death. It was clean and rich and beautiful. He was good for a human king. We will be waiting in the fragile Falcon's Inn, closer to the main gates. We shouldn't be seen together, but if you learn anything about the Eagles, come and find us. May your old kings and queens watch over you, Ada. Ada, just be careful. Oh my gosh, she's blushing. Oh, I'll be with Tilly and Xander. Please be careful. If anything gets messy, just run. We will find another way, okay? I can't lose you too, Ada. Try to buy a cape. I don't think silver hair will do you any good here. Alright. I should look for a tailor first. Ooh, what is that? Potatoes. Who would leave potatoes in the street? Becoming an elite thief, one stolen potato at a time. I want more potatoes. Why won't I get more potatoes? I want the taters! Okay. Welcome to Anissa's Jesses. How may I... Oh. I'm sorry, if you are looking for a new armor, the armor smith is at the east coast of Northcliff. I am actually looking for a cape, actually. Something comfortable and light. Oh, a cape? I had just the thing for you, but unfortunately the last one has been bought by a gentleman who was heading to the Wandering Tree. You know, I could use some new clothes. Oh, they might be a little expensive for you. How do I click? What? It won't let me click any of these. Yada yada, yada yada. I guess we're gonna do a little adventuring, guys. Oh my gosh, it's this place. And you are welcome when you start paying for your drinks. Oh, come on, Dublin. I thought we were friends. We are not. So, are you really going to throw me out? Even though I have such great news? What news? I'm going to be a father. Look, my lady just walked in. Mind if you help me here a bit, sweet cheeks? Sweet cheeks? You know what? I'm gonna hook this guy up. Ah! There you are, you useless bum. Yeah, what? It's time you start acting like a responsible adult. I'm not letting you see the baby if you keep drinking and yada yada. Well, I'm selling flowers. Oh! Guys, I'm gonna have to skip a little bit because I've seen this part already. I just had to do this video all over again because there was an error. So I'm gonna have to skip a little bit. If you guys want to read the dialogue, you are allowed to pause the video if you want. So, here you go. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. So much dialogue. Ooh, is that a garlic? Vampires? Oh my gosh. It's him, guys. That cape. Look, I really need that cape. Life and death situation here. Do you think you could maybe lend it to me? What? He knows my name. What in the... Yeah, okay. Whoa, a note in my pocket. When did it... Stop asking about the Eagles. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be super, super fun. Reminds me about the olden days. Okay. Advice. So we were just given advice. Quote unquote advice, guys. Okay. We're gonna just look around. Father. Matthews keeps calling his brother Horse Popey. Please stop teaching my kids unnecessary words. Is that supposed to say poopy? That looks like an A. Love, Anissa. Salt and pepper. Oh, sweet babies, come to mommy. Okay. You are new. Didn't anyone teach you not to sneak up on fragile girls? I thought you were talking bear. Checking out these daggers the way you do, I doubt you are as fragile as you say. Did you like them? Really beautiful work. Did you make them? Huh. I made them for a very special young lady when I was still a young lad. So tell me, what's a rogue noble doing? How did he know? What? How did you? Damn, cape is useless. Don't worry, it's not the cape. When you live in Northcliff, as long as I have, you learn your way around nobles. You don't feel very noble, however. Tilly said the same thing. What do you mean by feeling like a noble? Did you ever encounter a real noble? Once. Then you must have felt a slight chill, a discomfort you couldn't quite understand. Like you knew there was something wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it. That's how you realize when there's a noble around. For regular nobles, at least. For you, it's just a slight discomfort on my stomach. It could be the stew I ate for lunch, though. Glad to know I feel like diarrhea. So, how can I help you? Oh, gosh, about those daggers. Can you give me a discount? They are not for sale. Aw. And here comes the favor. Ooh! Oh my gosh, he'll give it to me for a small favor. Oh, killed. No one. Daughter, she's the owner. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to make her talk to her. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just talk to him a little bit more. What do you want with those scum? Yada yada. Yay, he's awesome. Okay. Let's just look around a bit. Okay. Is that really it? Hey, are you Anissa by any chance? Yes, I am. Your father sent me to talk to you? That's just like him, sending other people to deal with his problems. What did he offer you? Money? Weapons? How much does his relationship with me cost him? He seems to care about you a lot. I don't know what the fight is about, but he looks very upset. What the fight was about is irrelevant. It's his way of reacting to it. He'd rather run away from it and send someone else to take care of it for him. Look, I don't have parents, never had them, but I have a very close friend and I would give my life to protect her. And all I know is that whenever we fight, it's usually because we care about each other a great deal. Sometimes it just means, I'm not going to give up on you, so you better change the way you act. That's silly, but I guess I will think about it. Thank you. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? We already have a cape, though. Whoa. Oh, there you go. Can I do something now? I still can't do anything. Oh, yeah, maybe she'll give me something when I talk to her daddy. Oh, gosh. They are men. They have to know how to hold a sword. Oh, so this is about her children. No dueling, no dueling. Fine, stubborn as a mule. I just made peace between you two, and you already started fighting? No, this is no fighting. This is our bonding, girl. Remind me to hide somewhere if you two ever start fighting. Here, take these daggers. We got the daggers. How can I help you? Oh, no, never mind. I still can't do anything, guys. Like,